Hello, how do you guys? My name is Sahil. Today I'm going to discuss about the C Sharp language, its evolution, its history, its comparison with other programming languages, its features, examples, and its data types, about its control statements, if else, and about its object-oriented programming features, polymorphism, inheritance, and its many other features. So let's start with the history. Before discussing about history, you must know about the Microsoft. It is a product of Microsoft and it was developed in 2002 by Mr. Anders Hallsberg. So let's study some points about it. C Sharp is one of the most popular programming language developed by Microsoft today. Today, it's popular today along with the .NET framework development. So it's clear that when it was launched, so Microsoft framework, .NET framework, along with that, has been developed. Okay, and now approved by ISO. ISO is the International Standard Organization, and C Sharp was designed to be general purpose, high level, fully object oriented, as well as a component based oriented programming language. And I already told you, Mr. Anders Hallsberg was the creator of this widely used programming language today. The language was based on C++ and Java because but they both are object oriented languages, and it is object oriented as well as component oriented and procedure oriented. It's contain all languages features in it. The language was based on C++ and Java with additional extension. As I will said, it contains many additional features from far from them, libraries and concept of implementing different OOPs and component-oriented programming concept. Now let's discuss about some version and some .NET framework version. So first version was 1.0 and was launched in 2002 when it was launched firstly. Its first version 1.0 come with .NET Framework 1.0 and 1.1 having CLR version 1.0. CLR here is the common language runtime. Its runtime environment to running the programs written in C Sharp Visual Studio. Okay, it's like a model, like it's similar to JRE in Java. Okay, and then version 2.0 and up to version was going, and its feature becomes enhanced and it's purifying the features with the .NET framework. And currently the version 8.0 which come with .NET framework 4.8 having CLR version 4.0. The here you can see guys, this C sharp version is going on one by one with C sharp version 1.0, 2.0 up to 8.0, and the .NET framework version is, when the C sharp version 8.0, then .NET framework is only at 4.8. It's no is modifying because it's already all the feature contains. It has no need of. Okay, now the C sharp features. So telling about features, C sharp is object oriented, as you all know. It provides lots of features that are given below. Okay, let's discuss one by one. Simple. It's simple. Okay, you all know it's very simple. Okay, now modern programming language. Yes, it's modern and it's contain much loads of feature compared to other programming language. At that time when it was firstly on the market, there was no comparison of this with other languages, and today it's very useful, very powerful language to develop a gaming application and high level languages applications. Okay, and object oriented. Okay, type safe here is the new feature which was developed here. And interoperability. Okay, it's operated on many. Okay, Microsoft scalable and updatable. Okay, it's updating day by day. New feature is going to be added and it's become purifying it. Component oriented. The new feature was introduced in was component oriented and structured programming language. Okay, its library is very huge, so it's rich in library and speed is fast. Okay, it's very mm, bullet points. Its speed is fast. Okay, and now these features are in figure. Okay, let's read them. Simple, modern, and object-oriented types of interoperability, scalable, component structured, and rich in library, faster speed. Okay, guys, it's comparison with other language like Java. Okay, so key differences are here. I have noted you. Firstly, Java runs on the JRE, as I told you at the starting of the video. Java runs on JRE, Java Runtime Environment, whereas the C Sharp is designed to be run on Common Language Runtime CLR. It's it's the environment which is provide its run. Okay, provides it to run on various OSs. Java is based on object-oriented language. Okay, object-oriented features, purely object-oriented. Whereas C Sharp is object-oriented functionality, strong typing, component-oriented. There are some extra features which are developed here. Java doesn't support for operator overloading. Yeah, Java doesn't support operator overloading where C Sharp provides operator overloading for multiple operators. Yeah, it's very big feature here. Java does not support pointers. Yeah, we all know Java doesn't support pointers, where the C Sharp support pointer only in an unsafe mode. I already told you guys it's type safe, or but in unsafe mode it shows it is operate as well pointers. Okay, in Java arrays are a direct specialization of object, whereas array in C Sharp are a specialization of system. Okay. Now there's some graph which I have. Mm, there's some graph which I have taken from the internet. So it's okay. Then red line here about Java and C Sharp is in blue. When it was evolution, Java was in top, means was faster and was very popular. At that time, C Sharp was not so popular, but by the time it gives all the requirement of the industries, students, and everyone which is using it. And it's a picture of Google Trend versus CISA versus Java. Okay, pros and cons of CISA. Okay, here I'm going to tell you about the pros and disadvantages as well advantages of CISA. First advantage is the offer proper lambda and generic support, and its disadvantage is poor X platform, GUI graphical user interface. Okay, guys, and advantage is backed by Microsoft Corporation and language integrated query link. It's a very good concept was introduced in it. Easy extension methods, automatic garbage collection. That's very nice feature. Automatic garbage collector. Properties with getting setting method, get and set method are in it. Okay, automated memory management. Okay, memory management is very utilization, very efficient way. Okay, backward compatibility. Compatibility is little bit backward compared to others, compared to Java. C Sharp is an internal part of .NET framework, so the server running on the application must be window based. Okay, because it was a product of Microsoft and Microsoft provides us Windows, so it's window based. Okay, and in Windows it's already, when we purchase a new laptop, new PC of Windows, then it's already installed in it. You don't need to install C Sharp. Framework is already in it, and C Sharp is less flexible as it mostly depends on the .NET framework. Yes, And structure of C sharp. Now it's program. Now it's program and about structure, how this program is written, what's in it. Okay. Before guys, I will tell you some features of it. Before it, I will tell you some extra simple. I have told you as here, guys. Sorry. I already told you guys here these features. So has simple is the C# language in the sense that it provides structured approach to break the problem into parts, rich set of library function, data types, etc. Okay, guys, and then modern programming language means modern means the program based upon a current trend, which is need of our today, and it's very powerful and simple to building scalable, interoperable, and robust applications. Third is object oriented. Object oriented means everything is hidden considered as object, but it's object and other many types of oriented approach it. And developed and maintenance each year. It is procedure oriented also, and it's easy to manage it code. And its new feature is type safe. Type safe means was type safe code can only access the memory location that it has permission to execute. Okay, therefore it improves the security of program. Type safe means security of program. And then interoperability means interoperability process enable the C# program to do almost anything that a native C++ applications do. And then it's scalable and updatable. C# is automatic scalable and updatable programming language. For updating our application, we delete the old files and update them with the new ones. Yeah. Component oriented means C# is component oriented programming language. It's the predominant software development methodology used to develop more robust and highly scalable applications. And then structured programming language. C# is a structured programming language in the sense that we can break the program into parts using functions. So it's provided a very good structure to understand what is in it. When we see its program, we can know about what's in it in a structured manner. And then rich library. C# provides a lot of inbuilt functions that make the development faster, because its library contains very lots of features. And then faster in speed. The compilation of execution of C# language is faster. Okay, guys. Then I was where was I? Yes, I'm going to show an example of it. So as you can see, guys, here is the simple C# program for the understanding of channel structure of C#. Firstly, I will write a commented line here, C# structured example program. Then using system has a namespace which is similar like when we like import statement in Java, which we have used. Namespace is a hello world app. It's our application name which we have to save it by this name. Then class is the hello class here, class, then main method, then argument string. Okay, as you can see, guys, it's main method is like opposite to Java. Like when the when we write the main method in Java, we write main, then the main m is in small and string is as capital, but here m is in capital and s in small letter. This is my first program that's commented, and console write line hello world. Console dot write line, it's similar to system dot out dot println. All simple. Hello world is printed will be on console read key. Okay, and then the output is hello world, as you can see. Now what's it now, guys? Oh, I go on. Here's the explanation of the above C program which I have told you. The first line is comment. Okay, slash star and the star slash is the body of the comment, and which with the statements within a comment we ignore them, we did not execute them within the programs. And then the using systems, using keyword is simply used to include the system which I have import the system. Okay, namespace in the C# program. Namespace hello world, what is it? It's the namespace declaration. In namespace is simply a collection of classes. Okay, namespace contains classes. Okay, the hello world namespace contains the class name which is hello world class hello world class, and that's class name. A static void main method, that's main which ends define the main method and with the entry point of the all program C# programs. And then comment and then console.writeLine hello world. This is the behavior of the main method. Okay, what it going to be print, what it going to be show as on the console window. Okay guys, here the write line method is the console class which defines system namespace. Okay, console.read key. Okay, console.read key, what is it? It's the vs.net. vs is here Visual Studio.net users. The statement makes the C# program wait for a key press. It provides the sudden closing of the Windows screen when the program is launched from Visual Studio. Okay guys, when we run our output going on the pop-up screen of the console window, if we press any key, then the console window go out of there. Means when we press any key, the console window get out of it and we are going back to the program. Then discussing about the variables in C#. As you all know, variable is the name of memory location where we want to specify any name to it. Okay, a variable is the name memory location. It's used to store data, where we store data. Its value can be changed and can be reused many times. We use the variable when once declared, then we can use it on many times as we want, but when only when it's in the scope when we used to do it. Okay, it's the way to represent memory location through symbols so that it can be easily identified. The basic variable type in C# can be categorized. Its first is type is decimal types, like it's declared as decimal small d. Boolean types true or false values. Okay, then integral types. Integrals are here in character, bytes, short, long. Okay, and then floating points are float and doubles, and nullable values are nullable data types. Nullable is extra data byte type which is provided here only. Let's see the syntax to declare a variable. Type, then variable list. Variable list means single variable or maybe 2 3 and with whenever what we want to, like example like int I and j. Okay, C# data types. Now guys, I am telling about the data types in C#. Most of them same are with compared to other programming languages. Okay, the data type specifies the type of data that variable can store as an integer, float, character, etc. Data type, first is the value type. Value can be predefined data types and user defined. Okay, and then pointer data type is used for storing the pointer values or pointer data type, and reference type is used to reference objects. Okay, reference type of objects stored in it. I also written predefined like integer, boolean and float, user defined like enum and structures. And reference type are objects and strings, and the user defines are classes and interfaces. Value data types are short, int, character, float, double, etc. And second, reference data types are string, classes, objects, and interfaces. And the pointers data types are pointers, which was not present in the Java friends. Then okay, data types is done. Then the if else is statements, if else control statements. We all know about them, about like it's the control statement. We don't say the files. Most of them in C sharp programming, the if statement is used to test the condition. If else, many as well I want to do. There are some various types of if statements in C sharp. First is if, then elif else, if else, then nested if statements, then if else if ladder statement. Ladder means where we want to repeat them as many times as we want. Have the simple example of if statements here. Okay, I will write here the C sharp if statement tests the condition. If it executed, if condition is true, then the going to the else. Using system is imported here. Namespace, public class name. If example, public static main method. Inside of that is number is declared, which is 11. If number modulo 2 means if number is even. Number modulo 2 equals 0 means remainder will 0 means number is even. Then print it's even number, otherwise else it's in odd number. Okay, if we put here 11, that's already tell 11, and it gives an output as it is an odd number because it stays with the remainder one. Then looping statement. Looping we also call them control statements. Oh sorry guys, no control statement. They are just there are just for loop, while loop, do while, and the statement like break, continue, go to. Okay, the for loop. Here I cover only for loop. While loop, do while, all are same as compared to other programming language. The C sharp for loop is used to iterate a part of the program several times, as we all know. It's very clear to all of you. If the number of iterations is fixed, it's recommended to use for loop, then while, and then do while loops. The C sharp for loop is same as the C and C++ loops. As I already told you, we can initialize variables, check condition, increment, decrement values. Then example of a for loop. Then using system public class, for example, main method for int I equal to 1, I less than 6 or equal to 6, and increment the value of I. It will print first it goes 1, yes, 1 is less than 6, it will be printed. 2 is less than 6, it will be printed. Up to 5 is printed. 6 is not less than but equal to, so it will be printed. When it go to 7, execution will stop here because the loop condition does not satisfy, and it will go out of the loop, and out of the loop we have doesn't read any and printing anything, so it stays nothing here. Okay, up to 6 it will be printed. Okay, then some oops concept. Oops mean here already you all know, students. OOP is the object oriented programming features. For this feature program is going to be known. OOP stands for object oriented programming. Procedural programming is about writing procedures or methods that perform operations on the data, while object oriented programming is about creating objects that contain both data and methods. Yeah, it's the key difference. Procedure and object oriented. Object oriented programming has several advantages over procedure languages. Object oriented is faster to and easier to execute because it contains some methods and functions which is going to be executed very fastly as compared to the procedures. Object oriented provides a clear structure for the programs. Yes, object oriented help to keep the C sharp code dry. Don't repeat. Yes, don't repeat here means we have declared only one function and we can use it anywhere when we want to use in our program. Yourself. Okay, I read here double quotes, don't repeat yourself. Okay, it makes the code easier to maintain, modify, and debug. And then OOP makes it possible to create full reusable applications with less code and shorter development time. Okay, therefore main pillars object oriented programming. Because of the four pillars, every object oriented programming stays. First is the abstraction, second is encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Then abstraction, what is it? Abstraction is the process of hiding irrelevant information and showing only relevant information to the user. We want to hide something, then we use the concept of abstraction because we don't want to see these information to the others. Then the encapsulation, the, like capsule contains the information inside it. Okay. Encapsulation is the ability to hide data and behavior that are not necessary to its use by using access modifiers. Encapsulation defines the process of enclosing one or more items within the physical or logical package. Okay. Then inheritance. Inheritance means the ability to create a new classes based on the existing. Inheritance means gain the property from others. Okay. Like father to son. Polymorphism. Polymorphism means you can have multiple classes that can be used interchangeably. Poly means many forms, many forms. Okay. Even though each class implements the same properties or method in different ways. Then the classes and objects. Class, like here we take an example of fruits. The fruits is the class and its object means inside the fruit which includes like apple, banana, mango, pineapple, cherry, etc. Another example like cars. Cars can be any type of car, but car is the class and its object like Volvo, Audi, Toyota, and many other companies. And then classes and objects. Everything in C# associated with classes and objects along with its attributes and methods. For example, in real life, a car is an object. As I already told you guys, the car has attributes such as weight and colors and methods such as the driver and brake. Okay. A class is like an object constructor or a blueprint for creating objects. As a simple class, I have right here. To create a class, use the class keyword. Okay. Create a class name with name is the class name is car where the variable name is color. String type and that's red. Here the car color red. Then how to create an object? An object is created from a class. We already created the class named cars. So now we can use this to create objects. To create an object of car class, specify the name means class name followed by the object name and use the keyword new to create an object. Here we can see the line which is car my obj equals new car. New keyword is used to creating an object and object name is my obj. Then console.writeLine my object dot color. Here color will be printed which is red. Okay. C# inheritance. Inheritance getting the property from the parent and the property from its upper class. The process of creating a new class from an existing class so that the new class acquires all the properties, all and as many ways we want to acquire them, and behaviors of the existing class is called inheritance. The properties or behaviors are transferred from which class is called the superclass. The father class is superclass and the son class is a child class. Okay. Whereas the class where's driver, the properties or behavior from the superclass is known as the subclass, a child class, or derived class. In simple word, inheritance means to take something that's already made or available. Inheritance is the concept which is used for code reusability and changeability purpose. Here, interchangeability means overriding existing functionality or features of the object or adding more functionality to the object. Okay. Then types of inheritance. Here's 5 types, but some of them are not implemented directly, but we can implement by using the interfaces. Okay. Inheritance is classified into five types, and they are single and hierarchicals, multi-level, hybrid, and multiple. First is single inheritance. Single inheritance when the class is derived from a single base class and the inheritance is called single. Means one is base class, and by using them we can create, by using that class we can create another class, and it's a single level. Okay, here's the example about it. Here the parent class is manager, then manager can contain at the method name print is so return type is void, and here I am returning I'm printing that I am manager class. Okay, then after that we create the team lead colon manager. Means team lead named class is the child class and manager its parent. So first we write public, then class, then child class, then colon, then parent class. Okay, public void यहाँ पे new print, new void print. Okay, and then I am team lead class provides the manager C. Then the hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchicals mean in hierarchy. Okay, hierarchy means one class is parent classes for more two or three classes. Hierarchical inheritance, the inheritance where more than one derived class is created for a single base class. It's a simple example about it. You can check it out. Then multi-level inheritance. When the derived class is created from another derived class, then the type of inheritance is called multi-level inheritance because it's in multiple levels. Then first level, like first level is class A, then second level is class B, and third level is class C. It's multiple levels, so it called it multiple level inheritance. Has example about it. Inheritance demo named namespace and contain the class name manager, then the team lead class which is derived from the manager, and employee also from team lead, because here we can say like first is class name team lead, then first is class name manager is the team lead, and up to them employee. Okay, when we create object of class employee, then we can able to access all the method from its parents. From like we can access print method of manager as well as team lead by using the object of employee. Hybrid inheritance. Hybrid is implemented by interfaces. Interfaces are the concepts to which is used to ability to provide the ability to access more than one classes at the same time, which is not done by the single inheritance. We use it by the interfaces. It's another concept, guys. Hybrid means hybrid means two or three four. Hybrid. Okay, hybrid inheritance is the inheritance that's the combination of single hierarchical and multi-level. Hybrid means combination of other inheritances. Okay, example class A, then we can write here some code, then class B derived from A, and then that code, then class C from A and its code in class D which is derived from B as well as C. It's derived from two classes, so call it hybrid. Multiple parent, then one child. When derived class is created from more than one base classes, then such type of inheritance is called multiple inheritance. But multiple inheritance are not supported by .NET using classes, and they can be done using also interfaces. Here's the example about it. Then the important concept in it, that's polymorphism. Polymorphism means many form. Poly means many, morphs mean forms, and it occurs when we have many classes that are related to each other by inheritance. For example, think of a base class called animal that has a method called animal sound. Okay, class name is method, class name is animal, and its method is animal sound. It's derived of animal. Could be pigs and cats, dogs, birds, animal. And they can also their own implementation of animal sound like pig oinks and the cat meows. There are the two types of polymorphism in C sharp: compile time polymorphism and the runtime. Compile time is the polymorphism achieved by the method overloading. Compile by method overloading and runtime method overriding. Method overloading or operator overloading, and it's also known as static binding and early binding. Runtime is polymorphism achieved by the method overriding, okay, which is known as dynamic binding or late binding. Here's one example about it. You can check it. Named class name is animal, and its method is animal sound. Animal sound, and its printed the animal makes a sound. And class name is pigs inherited from animal, and method name same here, which is like in animal sound. Then it says pig says we. Then the class name is dog, which is inherited from animal, and the method name is same for three of the classes. Okay. Then the one of most important concept comes, that is encapsulation. Encapsulation is the concept of wrapping data into a single unit. Encapsulate, wrapping data into a single unit. It collects data members and members functions into a single unit. That's called class. The purpose of encapsulation is to prevent alternation of data from outside. Okay, this data can only be accessed by getting functions of the class. A fully encapsulated class has getter and setter functions. Okay, and I will tell you about guys in this by example. Next slide is an example of it. That used to read and write data. This class can denote allows data accessibility directly. Here's the example. Namespace name access specifier class is student and the some methods here get a setter, and the access specifier the class name program, then man method and the student, then student's object name student, and setting the value student dot id is 101, student name is Mohan Ram, student email is this, and getting the value console dot write line, then printed all the values. Thank you guys. If you like my way the way of teaching, then please subscribe my channel, like the video, and please share it to your classmates to know about it. Okay, thank you guys, thank you so much.